It's another build day here on the site, and we are working on finally getting our bathroom done. So we got some things to cut. We got some stuff to do. Alex, how you feeling?
You know, I'm okay.
Yeah. Tired?
I have a bit of a headache today, actually.
Oh, no.
But I'm okay.
I'm a bit tired because I really decided to wake up at about 1 o'clock in the morning. And it's my duty to get her back to sleep. And it wasn't an easy go. Can you hold that side for me, please?
Yeah. Emma's asking how many times Marnie complained about headache.
I would say at least 10 times.
Really?
Yeah, at least 10.
Yeah.
Like throughout some of them would be the same day, but she does have Alzheimer's, so, you know, maybe she forgot. She
I don't
complained about
remember
it.
her complaining about headaches.
She complained about it a few times. Why? Okay. You ready?
Yes.
This is funny.
Doesn't want to move?
No, it's moving. It's just... Wasn't exactly on the line you made.
You know, what's the point of making a line? You just do what you feel, you know?
I mean, I stayed on the line, but it's...
I've been thinking a lot about The Little Mermaid.
What do you mean?
Couple of problems. She was 16. First problem. She's a 16-year-old mermaid.
Uh-huh.
And by the end of the movie, she's married.
Well, wasn't that the thing back then?
Back then? The 90s? Like, when is back then? Second problem. So we've listened to the song Part of Your World like 100,000 times.
Yeah.
There's a line where she goes, bet you on land they understand that you don't reprimand your daughters. And I'm like, this girl don't know jack. She's literally operating. It's like Sebastian at one point says the seaweed's always greener.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, she
doesn't realize.
Has no idea that probably being on land has a lot of the same challenges as being a 16-year-old mermaid.
I think that's one of the points of the movie in general.
Yeah, but like everything works out for her.
Of course it.
Grass is always greener, loses her ability to speak.
Yeah.
Takes a poison from a witch. Is like, cool, let's do this. And then ends up with everything she ever wanted in the end anyways.
Well, maybe it was the path that she took wasn't necessarily the best one.
Clearly.
Excuse me. You're right.
I don't feel like there's like any, like, what is the moral, like anybody who is talking sense to her, she just ignores.
Actually, ever since she watched that movie, she's been saying, I don't love you, Dad. Stuff like that. Because
King Triton's mean to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got to return that one to the library.
Yeah, fair.
I feel like... So we were with Matters on the Map, and their son said something to like another boater.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God. Like, it was like really mean and kind of like whatever. And she was like, where did he get that? Like, you know, they're little kids. Where did he pick that up?
It's these movies a lot of the time.
And then they're watching The Lion King.
Yeah.
And who, I think it was Simba or whatever, said the exact line that her son said to the person.
She was like,
snap. What? So I'm, you know, I feel like it's like fun to have like a 90s throwback, but also we were like, I don't know. Is this good things to be exposing your children to?
Not necessarily.
I mean, obviously, Everly's only also like not even 3. So, like, I'm sure some of the concepts of the movie are just like shoo, over her head. But like when we go on Netflix, we're like actively choosing.
1 inch.
Like I'll look up low stimulation shows on Netflix. And low stimulation means like it doesn't have a lot of flashing lights or like, excuse me, the screen doesn't like change images a lot, which as people who edit videos for a living, like at the beginning of our video on FNA Life, where we like fully edit a vlog, this is our raw 20-minute a day vlog. But on FNA Life, the beginning like minute or so when we're doing the intro is like choop, 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 like cut, clip, voiceover, clip, voiceover, to be like, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be so exciting. You're gonna love it. Or like, you're gonna wanna stick around to see what's gonna happen. But then it like slows down as you're watching it. And there's a bigger gap between cuts in the clip. So I'll let Frank cut.
I took my mic off.
Oh, did you? Okay. So anyways, low stimulation shows are ones that don't have those like fast cuts, which are designed to be attention grabbing and I think for little kids like a little bit addictive also. Like if you think about like swiping, like dopamine hit, like that's kind of what a fast edit does, is gives you like dopamine. It's like switch, new thing. And so we look up low stimulation shows, which have a slower pace, generally like a nicer message. I actually saw somebody on TikTok saying, oh my gosh, like I was just watching this cartoon on Netflix. It's rated G for like general audience. And the subject matter is like so adult and like perhaps, you know, it just goes above the kids' heads or whatever, depending on the age. But like, so anyways, we're trying to be quite choosy about what we let her watch because we want it to be something that has a good message, something that's educational, something that's low stimulation, so she's not like zoomed in, like addicted to it. Like apparently Cocomelon is really bad for that. Like very, also high saturation. So like the actual colors that they're choosing for like the blues and the reds, like on screen are maximum saturation, which is also another way to like, it's like eye candy.
This is the reason why I didn't like Frozen. And I still don't really love Frozen, even though it's like one of her favorite things. Like every time after she watches it, not that I want her to have emotions and like explore those emotions, but every time she watch Elsa, or she turns into Elsa mode, she's like,
she gets like moody and like, like she's like acts. In character. And she's got her big like blanket on, and then she goes and slams the door and says, "Go away." And then you're like, where did she get that from? And then there's a part in the movie where Elsa like goes behind her door in her bedroom, and Anna's like, "You want to build a snowman?" And Elsa's like, "Go away, Anna." So we like reenact that at the house sometimes. Sorry, I feel like I have to keep my glasses on between the headache and the sunshine. I'm like, ooh. Anyways, I think we're gonna have to be a little bit more choosy about what we're actually picking up at the library. Because like just because it's old and from the 90s, like maybe it's more low stim.
I mean, check it out.
Visually.
We did turn out fine, and we watched all those as kids. You know what I mean? So it's not the end of the world.
No.
But it's definitely one of those things where you want to hopefully pay attention to a little bit and
choose and limit.
Yeah, and I don't know. And potentially direct her in a light where it makes those emotions more.
Like I want her to watch shows that make her feel good.
Yeah. But also at the same time, like I want her to be able to take those emotions and utilize them properly,
Right.
and not just feel sad all the time.
But like, for example, the last DVD that we got, I think it was the last one, was like a Sesame Street Elmo.
Yeah.
And Sesame Street, classic. This was like, I think from the early 2000s. So it wasn't like that classic. But it didn't put her in a mood. It didn't make her weird. It didn't make her be like, I want to, like,
which
for
one
the
was
last
that?
2 days, the Sesame Street.
Oh, Sesame Street, yeah.
Like, she did want to watch it, and she was like, oh, can we watch, but then after she watched it, she was like, cool.
I feel like that one is more of like a learning experience too, of like numbers and like counting and whatever, right?
Well, and that one particularly was about like learning about different cultures and like,
yeah, it was like a little,
it was like a food festival.
Spanish food and
that Latino girl who was like writing the story about like what it meant to be a Mexican American.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there was like actually some educational value.
Yeah.
Or like, do you need me to hold it?
That doesn't work. Cool.
Not gonna work?
And that was I think they're too short. Which kind of stinks because
Do you have a nail gun?
Yeah, but my nails for the nail gun are at the house, I think. So what's going to happen is I have to take this back out, get that nail back and that staple out.
I didn't tell you, Frank.
Oh yeah, it didn't even go through.
I got a call yesterday and I didn't check my voicemail till this morning.
Yeah.
And we won a contest at the library
for
some kind of like shark dig kit.
Cool.
Yeah. So the lady was like, congratulations, you won.
Oh, cool.
Come and pick up your shark dig kit.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So all summer they're running like a reading program where if you go and you tell them, well, we like signed up for it. We got like a booklet. And then once a week she can go and tell them, she has to say like, what book did I read this week? And what was it about? Excuse me. And then they give her like a gibbet for the Crocs. And then they do a scavenger hunt and they do all this other stuff for kids around the library. And every week they have contests. So like if you do the scavenger hunt, you return the scavenger hunt, you get a ballot to enter into a contest. So we won.
It was perfect.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Woohoo!
Frank just threw out a bunch of lotto tickets with the recycling this morning, I saw.
Yeah, but I've been winning. I'm up like $39 in the lottery.
Whoa.
That's pretty good. I mean, most people are negative.
Yeah.
What I do is when I win, I allocate the money to like a winning aspect, and then I use that money to buy new tickets. I never use money that
You're using house money.
I'm using house money every time. And so this last time I bought, $10 in tickets, won $20. And then I used 9 of the dollars to buy 2 more tickets. And I lost on those tickets, but in total, I won $11. So it's like, when I do gamble, I gamble responsibly, you know? At least I try to.
Yeah.
You know?
We met a kid yesterday. We were like parked up somewhere and loading the car. And Frank was like, oh, you got a nice truck. And he was like, oh, it's actually my dad's. Like,
I work for him,
blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we got into this whole long conversation with him. And basically, we were like, oh, well, you're 22, making good money as an electrician. Like, you should put a little bit of that away every month. And then, you'll be able to, he wants to like move out. He wants to do all these things. We're like, just being old people giving financial advice. Anyway,
we gave him fatherly and motherly advice.
Yeah, I was like, if you invest $100 a month now, by the time you retire, you'll be a multimillionaire. Like you're 22, you have such a long time horizon. $100 a month could actually turn into like a huge amount of money. I just feel like
that house you want to build, it could be that money.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I want to move out of my parents' place, blah, blah. Like,
well, he said he wanted to give back to his parents and do whatever he could for them because they've set him up really nicely in life. And they did so much for him, being like going to like his sporting events and
sports, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So anyways, what was my point of this? Oh, he said He said, yeah, basically I spend all my money on online gambling. And I was like,
he's
oh,
22.
bro. And I feel like that's like very much a 22-year-old man's problem right now, is that all these sports betting sites are just so easy
I'll say
to
this.
place bets.
I'll say this. There is a way to gamble responsibly. That doesn't mean gambling's good. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a very slippery slope that you could fall into, thinking that if you're always chasing the win type of thing.
Yeah,
And,
or it's just like, oh, it's only $20. Oh, it's only $20. Oh, it's only $20. And then by the end of the month, you spent $500 and you're like, whoa.
there are people who are professional gamblers and make millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I know.
But they study and understand all the ins and outs of the potential
Most of the
stuff.
professional gamblers I used to know, don't know them anymore. Anyways, lived in Las Vegas and played poker.
Yes.
And so that's more of like a game of skill. Obviously, it's still gambling and you don't know what the other person has and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But like, versus betting on some football player who then blows their ACL out in the middle of the game, that you have absolutely no control over.
Betting on specific people is definitely harder than understanding how to play a game yourself.
Where it's like, oh, Frankie's going to run 100 yards this game.
Well, this is what I mean. So it's like, I could go into a casino and I could look at the games and I could go, okay, the probability of this number hitting again
Philly winning
is 60% at this point because of how many times it's come up already.
Right.
And you could bet, say you're playing roulette, you could bet on black or red, you have 50-50, little less than a 50-50 shot because you still have 0-0 and 0, right? For green. But the facts is that those games have odds. They have actual odds where nobody's going to get hurt to change the odds.
Right.
Where sports gambling, I mean, it could be literally somebody gets the flu the night before and you've already bet on them.
Right.
Right. And now they're not playing.
Right.
So it's like, these are
Or even
things,
if you're just betting on the whole team, like if the quarterback for that whole team is out and they're running their second string and you didn't know that.
And like another thing that I could tell you in my experience is that when I do gamble at a casino, I'm not telling you to gamble. Like I'm actually telling you not to. But when I gamble at a casino, I get feelings. Like it's like almost like a vibe thing. It's like a vibe check. It's like I could almost tell when I'm gonna have a good day or bad day. You know, it's like when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good. Like today I was a little grumpy. And so
Frank was grumpy.
I was. And it was because, to be honest with you, I shouldn't get grumpy about this, but it was because my daughter told me she doesn't love me.
That's really what was bothering you?
It was bothering me, yeah. And I know that she's a kid and I know she doesn't mean it, but like that hits home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I gotta let it go. I know, and I am. It's gone now. But
then also when you said it in the car, I was like, oh, you're like putting how you feel on her, which isn't necessarily
but her words have meaning to other people.
Yes.
So that's 100%. What I was trying to say to her is like, what you say has meaning, so be careful what you say in certain cases.
Right.
You know, it's like, especially if it's somebody who you really care for and helps you all the time.
Right. You don't want to say
You don't want to say that. That wasn't me saying, I'm rah, rah, rah. Like I was just explaining to her. I wasn't being mean to her at that point.
No.
But go back to my story about the gambling, right? The facts is that you could walk into a casino and understand the vibe of the casino. And if the casino is turned on their winning, options compared to the house wins every time. Mm-hmm. So you could play blackjack.
Well, that's why I feel like slot machines are kind of crazy because it's literally a computer system.
Yeah. Like blackjack has some standards to it. So it's like, if you have 16 or higher, you never hit, right? And that way you could get the dealer to bust. And if everybody that's sitting at that table, which you can't control, understands the rules, everybody's going to walk out a winner.
There was this one time I was sitting at a blackjack table and I didn't really know what I was doing. Whatever.
People get upset.
Oh my goodness. The ladies next to me, I hit, and I guess I shouldn't have hit, but I was fine. and I won my hand and like whatever. But the two ladies who were sitting next to me were so angry at me and like telling me everything I did wrong and blah, blah, blah. And you shouldn't have done that. And then, and maybe they lost their hand. I don't even remember. I was like, so like, oh my God. I literally like took my money and left because I was like, oh.
Question for you.
This
What was
isn't fun anymore.
What was the most amount of money you've ever won at a casino? And tell me the story if you remember it.
It was nothing like valuable. Maybe a couple $100. I don't even remember.
That's valuable.
To be totally honest, because it was literally not a lot.
Alex, you can't say that it's not valuable.
Well, no, but then I probably like spent that much money on drinks or, you know what I mean?
Fair.
It wasn't like I was like, oh my God, I hit for a couple grand. Like I've never won a significant amount of money. Hi. No. That's Charlie's apple juice. Maybe later.
Where for me, I've won several times, but one very significant. One time I hit for $13,000. I'll have to tell you that story another time because it's been 20 minutes. See you tomorrow.